Welcome back to our study on the feasts of the Lord. Today we begin with the first feast, Passover, or Pesach in Hebrew. Now the blood shall be a sign for you on the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be on you to destroy you. Passover commemorates Israel's deliverance from slavery in Egypt. God sent 10 plagues to judge Egypt's gods. The final plague was the death of the firstborn, but he made a way of salvation. Every household that sacrificed a spotless lamb and put its blood on the doorposts would be spared. In Hebrew, the word Pesach means to pass over or to spare. God's judgment passed over the houses covered by the blood. The common understanding that has come down to us over the centuries is that God somehow passed by the houses where the blood was applied. The biblical understanding is much more powerful. When the blood was applied, the people were actually inviting God to enter their house, or pass or cross over the threshold into their house to be their protector from the angel of death. In essence, God stood in the doorway as a protector, and his executioner only entered the homes without the blood. There are 5 main components of Passover: the spotless lamb, the blood on the doorposts, the roasted lamb eaten with unleavened bread and bitter herbs, no broken bones of the lamb, and the deliverance from bondage. Every part of the Passover celebration points to Jesus, the true Lamb of God. John 1:29 tells us, "Behold, the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world." And in 1 Corinthians 5:7, Paul writes, "For indeed Christ our Passover was sacrificed for us." The Passover lamb was inspected for a total of 4 days. On the 10th of the month of Nisan, the lamb was selected by each family, and it remained with them for the following 4 days until the 14th of Nisan, when it was to be slaughtered. During this time, it was observed and inspected to ensure it was without blemish, a requirement for the sacrifice. This is mirrored in the triumphal entry, as Christ entered Jerusalem and was then tested by the Pharisees, who found him without blemish. The Last Supper was a Passover meal. Jesus took the matzah, or unleavened bread, broke it, and said, "This is my body." Then he took the cup, saying, "This is my blood of the new covenant, poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins." The matzah is symbolic to Christ. It is striped and pierced, just as Isaiah 53 says of Messiah, "But he was pierced for our transgressions, and by his stripes we are healed." It is also unleavened, representing his sinless life. As Jesus celebrated the Seder with his disciples, he was commemorating the feast of Passover, while at the same time creating a new covenant for us. His body as the spotless lamb, his blood to redeem us. Passover reminds us that we were slaves to sin, but Jesus, the Lamb of God, shed his blood so that death would pass over us and we could live in freedom. Take time this week to thank Jesus for his sacrifice and reflect on what it means to live as one who has been redeemed. Join us next time as we continue with the Feast of Unleavened Bread and what it means to live a life free from sin.